Yeah.
That was Stereo Hearts by Gym Class Heroes in the Kiss 107.5 Lounge. So Adam Levine, obviously on that record, how did the writing process go for this song? Did you guys kind of let him do his thing, or was it kind of you guided him where you wanted it to go?
The song was kind of like structurally ready to go, and it was produced by Benny Blanco, and he had a friend of his sing reference like the hook, and our A&R contacted Adam and was like, hey, we got this song and we think you sound awesome on it. And we had been talking about working with Adam for years. Like when we first signed with our management company, they asked us, is there any artists out there that you'd like to collaborate with? And Adam was definitely in the top 3. We were listening to songs about Jane like the entire time we were writing our first record, I think. And pardon me, Matt actually used when we went in to record the album, he brought Maroon 5 songs about Jane. Was like, this is what I want my drums to sound like, because they're so crispy and poppy, and so a huge fan. So it's cool that things have finally, years later, things have finally come full circle, and we got our chance to work with Adam. It was cool to find out that he was actually a fan of Gym Class Heroes as well. And it's always weird when bands that you kind of look up to and bands that you're into, when you find out that they're fans of what you do, you know what I mean?
When you guys heard the song for the first time, did you know, like, oh, there's the first single? Or was it kind of like just sound like another Gym Class song to you guys? Did it sound special?
Yeah, we definitely, it definitely felt special, you know what I mean? We had no idea it was going to be as big as it was or is, but you can never really, put a finger on what song is going to be massive, you know what I mean? You can kind of guess, but it's ultimately up to the people, to decide what songs are hits and what songs are going to be, or what songs are going to have staying power. And, so I guess the people like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be covered on Glee, or has been covered on Glee, so that's
I think yesterday, the Valentine's Day, yeah. It's kind of fitting.
Did they approach you guys, or how do you get on?
Yeah. They actually they did Billionaire too, which is off my solo record, and they came to me, they're like, yeah, Glee wants to do a rendition of your song. It's like, duh, why not? Of course, and the same thing with Stereo Hearts. They approached us and they're like, yeah, we kind of want to use your song again for Glee, and it's a no-brainer. It always I always feel it kind of gives breathes a new life into the song, and it's always good for iTunes.
Oh, definitely, yeah. To me, the song is typical Gym Class, where the hook is really strong, but the lyrics are also strong. Do you guys focus on making sure the hook doesn't stand out more than the lyrics, so everything's equal playing field?
That's always been something. I mean, that's been very important to me. Like everything, on radio usually is so hook based, and I think a lot of times artists tend to, all right, cool, I got this huge hook, I'm good, but I try to, I put just as much energy or, just as much thought into the verses as the hook, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, a song's a song, and you want people to enjoy it all the way through and not just, damn, I want this verse to get over so I can hear the hook. You know what I'm saying? So, that was a fun one to write. There's a lot of wordplay and, double entendres and stuff. And, I don't know, as a songwriter, I think, or as a lyricist rather, I think, it's important, to put a lot of focus into the verses as, you would a hook,
Another great song off the album is Ass Back Home with Neon Hitch. How did you guys find her?
She actually found us. She's a gypsy. They call them pikeys over in England. And she's actually, I believe she was dating Benny at the time, and Benny produced Ass Back Home as well. And we had tried a couple different female vocalists. I won't say any names, but they just couldn't cut it, you know. And out of nowhere comes this British chick who's crazy out of her mind and just nails it, you know. And you know, and it just goes to show we don't really, you know, work with artists for namesake or, you know, this artist is hot at the moment. We just work with people who we feel, you know, add to the song or, you know, can kind of, you know, really, really lay into it and make it special. And, you know, hence us, you know, working with Neon Hitch and Overland and whatnot. And it worked out, man. She definitely went above and beyond the call of duty and helped us make that song a killer.
Do you think this song is almost like a disclaimer to like potential girls that want to date musicians? Like, hey, just so you know, this is kind of how it is.
In a sense, you know, this lifestyle has kind of been the demise of many a relationship for me. You know what I mean? And it's not something that, you know, I hide from, you know, whoever I'm dating at the time. I lay it out flat, like, you know, I'm gonna be gone for a good chunk of the year, you know. And but what's cool about this song is that it's kind of from both perspectives. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, it's not necessarily just the musicians, just people that in general, you know, have to spend a lot of time away from home working. You know what I mean? And it's from the perspective of the person who's gone all the time, and from the perspective of the person who's sitting at home waiting for that person to get home. You know what I mean? So I think that kind of makes the song special in a sense. And yeah, it's kind of a disclaimer, you know, it lays it all out there, you know. But it also, you know, there's a little hope in there as well, you know. I think the past couple of years I've kind of gotten good, or have kind of found a little balance between, I mean, this is a full-on relationship, you know what I mean? This lifestyle, touring all the time and whatnot, and it's like having a girlfriend in itself. And so to have two and to try to juggle both of them is definitely a little strenuous at times, but it can be done. And I think this song kind of shows that, you know.
And here it is, Ass Back Home.
Oh, it's so sexy, y'all.
I don't know. Yeah, I start to swell till the crowd goes on. What we gonna do, kid?
Check, there we go. The Fighter. Before we wrap it up, so the show is tonight, Valor Ballroom with T-Pain, Out of Sight, Grease, Budo, and I think that's it, right? And Chris Cab. Tickets still available at Valor, the box office there. Do you guys have Twitters individually? Is it a band Twitter? I'm sorry. Can somebody massage Travie real quick? It's so true. Well, he recovers. The rest of you guys have a Twitter?
Sure.
I'm at Maddie Dukas.
Mine's pretty lame. It's Gym Class Eric.
It's actually awesome, dude.
That's cool. I'm at Disashi, Disashi.
Dude is the only guy I know who has like his first name as his. That's hard to do.
I think mine's at Travis McCoy.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't know for sure?
Did you get somebody to buy that?
Help or something.
Yeah, maybe. Mine's just at Travis McCoy.
And the
Yeah.
band has one as a whole too, right?
At Gym Class
Yeah.
Heroes.
Which we used to try and sell old clearance T-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of personality out of that one. We try.
Well, guys, thank you again for coming in. One last round of applause for the Gym Class
Thanks
Heroes.
for having us. Yeah. You guys coming to the show tonight?
One person.
She was
person's
like,
going.
yeah.
Great.
I think
We're gonna have the guys go out in the hallway, and then we'll dismiss you guys by row to sign your pictures, and then we'll wrap it up. So thanks for coming out.